Honestly, firstly, welcome back to the Rhea Ellen podcast. The thing is, I've completely forgotten the intro. I've forgotten everything. It's as if it's the first day. Firstly, if I've got a list, Mans is on the Invisalign journey. You see it, you hear it. Oh my gosh, I probably lost about a stone because the Invisalign haven't Invisalign. You see the excess snacking that I was doing cannot be done anymore, darling, because it's actually peak. This is, look, me doing this and bare stuff with my hands, that's anxiety, because I feel like I've been gone for so long, guys, and I want to apologize, but I don't need to apologize because life has been lifing and I can't control when life has been lifing. Do you know what I mean? So, firstly, welcome back to Welcome back to the Rhea Ellen podcast. Thank you so much if you're still listening to my content, checking in. I appreciate you guys because you know I've been inconsistent because, like I said, my life has been lifing. Firstly, Happy New Year. I know we're at the end of January. It's actually a madness, but Happy New Year. I hope your entrance into 2023 was, you know, positive and full of joy and full of love and full of happiness. I mean, if it wasn't, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? We're already at the end of January. And if you're watching this, that means that you've survived up until this point. So give yourself a pat on the back and buy yourself something nice, something sweet. Because I love a pudding, me. This is why Invisalign's been smacking my ass. Because me and pudding, okay then. Right, first, yeah, so Happy New Year. How did I enter the new year? I entered the new year feeling very confused, very like I didn't know how to feel. You know, you've got this thing where like the inside of my leg is so itchy. Hold on, I have to itch it because otherwise I'm going to be concentrating on it, and that's not what we're here to do. Do you know what I mean? And I have to say inside leg before someone thinks that I'm itching my poon arms. No, that's not what I'm doing, darling. You know what I mean? pH balance is on, you know, it's on a good level. Do you know what I mean? I'm just too much. Anyway, so I went into the new year a little bit confused because I was like, it's the new year. There's fireworks upon the sky and I'm just feeling a bit meh, you know? And I just want to normalize that. Like if you felt that way and you still feel that way, like it's okay. You see this life is hard enough and then you're going to put pressure on yourself to then become Superman coming into January. It doesn't make sense. It actually doesn't make sense. So yeah, I went into the new year just like feeling a bit meh. I cried into the new year. Me and Lloyd prayed. And we just literally just went to bed because it's another day, you know? And I think, again, that needs to be normalized, that going into the new year, the 31st of December, going into the 1st of January, it's just another day. You know what I mean? Like, if we didn't know it was the new year, as in, if no one actually told you the date, it would just be another day, wouldn't it? Because we know that it will going from December to January, we've made this big brouhaha and everything. And I just think it's this whole thing like, oh, goodbye 2022, hello 23, this is my year. Then it hits March, April, and everybody's kind of forgotten what they said in Jan. And do you know what? I have been a product of that, but that's all right. But I just think sometimes, you know, your New Year's resolutions don't need to be spoken. They don't need to be said out loud, you know. Sometimes you can move quiet like the L in lasagna. Once again, years have passed and I've still got that wrong. Moving quiet like the S in lasagna. No, because it's lasagne. The N in lasagna. I don't know. I need to go back and read the lyrics. Who said that? Lil Wayne. Anyway, each their own. So yeah, sometimes just move quietly and just do what you've got to do without speaking so much. Everybody, a lot of people, I'm not going to say everybody, because a lot of people, they kind of shoot themselves in the foot because they'll be like, I got this going on, and then it kind of like hits the middle of the year and you've done nil point. And that's okay. But if you didn't go and fast up your hard back foot and tell everybody that, you know, you've got all these things planned, nobody would be watching you, sir. Nobody would be watching you. And then you wouldn't have anxiety from what you said because nobody sent you. Once again, that's my motto in this life. Nobody sent you to be doing what you're doing. So yeah, that was my new year. I really just like to be at home and safe on New Year's. And I'm just a homebody. Even before I had the boys, I'm just a ball. You know, I like what I like. I like a good Earl Grey and a cheeky muffin. give me that. I'm sorted. It doesn't matter what time of the year it is. It doesn't matter what it is, you know? So, that's always been me. So anyone who went out and that, you know, had a great time and was safe and da 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 and had and yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy for you, you know? But yeah, so sorry guys, I'm looking at my phone because I just need to remember what I'm talking about, because with podcast, I always just go off on a tangy wangy and I need to just limit my time today because I don't have no poor kiddies running around in here. So I need to bang out content. Do you know what I mean? Cool. So the week before my birthday, so New Year's happened. I have really bad wind. Really bad. It's in my back, in my armpit. Get it out, get it out, get it out. Lloyd said to me before he left the room, don't shout too much because of the, you know what I mean? Because of the things in these cameras. I have no clue what I'm doing, you know, after how many years? How many years have been doing content, Rhea? About 4 years, and I still have no clue what I'm doing. Yeah? Cool. So we went to the new year and da 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 da. And then the week before my birthday, I caught the worst cold I have ever had in my whole 30 years of living. Guys, I'm 30 now. Get in there, my son. When will you become a bit more serious, Rhea? You know? Find out next week on the Ellen DeGeneres. There's something wrong with me. So yeah, I got really, really sick. Now, I honestly think, now don't laugh, guys, don't laugh, all right? But I honestly think the reason I got sick is because I was trying to be healthy. And this is why I don't really like greenery, really. It's not my really go-to. Love a good carb, love a good cake. And the week before, like a couple of days before I got sick, me and Lloyd were like really being healthy because, you know, it's a new year and you try and do better, you know, where you can. And we were eating greens, we were lifting weights. And honestly, we did a mad workout the day before I got sick. Like I did like a 40-minute workout, as in I was banging weights. I don't have anything else to say. And then I woke up with a cocoon in my throat. As in, it felt like I ate a screwdriver. I was so confused that day. Oh my gosh. No. It's only God that took me through that, because whoa. So the first couple of days, guys, bedbound. I was bedbound. Thank God that my oldest son goes to nursery and Lloyd was home so he could look after our other son, because I was honestly bedbound. You know, when we say bedbound, but they're like in Westfield. No. I was bedbound, as in I went to do a little pee-pee. Mans was feeling dizzy. I said, wow, what is this? Check for COVID. It wasn't Convenia. It wasn't. Now, I'm sure Convenia, she was in me, because I don't understand what kind of flu that was. Yeah? Cool. Bedbound for 4 days. Watched all the CSIs, didn't I? And there was points where I'd fall asleep and then CSI was watching me. And then after the 4 days, my son got sick, my oldest. So we were all on top of each other. As in, my son didn't go to nursery, which means that he was on top of me and my other son was on top of me. Then Lloyd got sick. We were all going through it. There was a point where we were all sat in the sitting room, staring into space, losing our minds, because it must have been like the 7th day. And I was finished because I'm sick. My kids are climbing on top of me sick. Nobody wants to eat. My 3-year-old only wants to eat porridge. I can only afford so much oat milk. Do you know what I mean? For oat milk, because I just don't understand the prices. You know, are you just telling me that I should just milk a cow? Yeah, because it'll be cheaper. Lactose intolerant. So yeah, that was really, really hard. We were really struggling. Wow. And obviously you're sick, right? So when you're sick, you can't go out for fresh air. I can't take my kids to the park. We're all just sweating on top of each other. My 3-year-old doesn't want to take cowbell. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about toddlers that don't want to take medicine? Oh my gosh. My 3-year-old doesn't like cowbell. He doesn't like any type of medicine. Now, I'm sure people will be in the comments like, right, well, I'll be typing in a spoon. I'm typing in a yogurt. Let me tell you, I have tried everything. Firstly, we tried to put in my son's porridge, because that guy and his porridge, besties for life. You understand? You see that friend that no matter what, you will be its friend. That's my son and porridge, right? So we put it in the cowbell. My guy knew from the moment in the cowbell, and I only put 2.5 milliliters, and he still knew that there was something off. Toddlers are not stupid, let me tell you. I feel like the moment kids turn 6 months, they're smart. They know what they're doing. They're intimidating you. They're tricking you. I don't know what the freaking word is. So he wouldn't. So I put the medicine in the porridge, and then he noticed that, which means he wasn't eating the porridge, which means that I was wasting 5 grams worth of porridge. Yeah. Then I just put it in his water because my kids don't drink juice. Not that I'm better than anybody, but my kids just drink water. I will give credit to Lloyd for that because Lloyd is a H2O man. You understand? I love a good fizz. Me, I'm going off on a tangy wangy. So we tried to put it in his water. Didn't want it in his water. So then I was like, do you know what? The kid loves ice cream on a cone from the ice cream man. What I'm going to do? I'm going to put it in the ice cream, put sprinkles on top. It's not going to know a thing. Put it in the ice cream now. Put it on the cone. Put some sprinkles on it. He knew. Didn't even eat the ice cream. He was licking it like this. Like a mouse. I literally wanted to throw the ice cream in his eyes because what are you doing? You love ice cream. Today you don't want it. He doesn't eat yogurt. He's not interested in yogurt. And whatever option is there, I just said he doesn't drink juice. So there was a point where we literally had to pin him down to give him Calpol because this is another thing, and we're going to get real deep right now because basically when my son was younger, I told you this on the podcast before, but when my son was younger, he had a really bad fever and started having fits. I said this already. He had it again when he was like 2.5. And we went into hospital. I was in hospital with him for 3 days. Now, us being sick triggered past trauma for me because every time my 3-year-old is sick, I get triggered. I get really anxious, really overwhelmed, really like, oh my God, are we going to end up in hospital again because this guy doesn't like to take Calpol? Cool. I know that if I gave my son Calpol as soon as he had the fever that last time when we was in hospital, he wouldn't have been in hospital. It would have just flushed it out in his system eventually. But me, and I'm sure like a lot of other mums, don't like to see their kids in distress. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to give him I don't want to give my son trauma for Calpol. That's fun. Sometimes it's just not worth it. However, this time he had a fever again, and I was like, listen, brethren, we're not going to the hospital. I'm not staying in the hospital with you again for 4 days. I'm not doing it. I don't have it. Check my calendar, darling. I've got meetings. I don't have time to be in hospital with you. A&E, waiting to be seen. I think not. So what we're going to do is, we are going to pin you down. It's going to be a fun thing that we do every night before you go to bed. And we gave him Calpol once a day, literally nighttime before he went to bed. And that was it. And he got better and then went to nursery. And don't get me wrong, his nursery teachers were like, leave it just says there. A lot of the nursery teachers are like, he's not himself. And I was like, he will be himself. I'm not myself. Do you know what I mean? Do you know how much I'm paying you? Do you know how much I'm paying you? I'm paying you a bomb and a screw. I'm paying you more than I can write on paper. So please, take him, yeah? Even if you've got to sit with him and hold his hand and read some books, darling, he's doing more in the nursery than he'll be doing at home, okay? And also, I'm not well. I need time to rest because when am I going to get better if I'm constantly looking after everybody else? You know? So then, yeah, eventually my guy got better. He went back to his day job. And we all just got better. So here we are today, yeah? But honestly, mentally, I thought I was going to die. I know you guys know all I do is joke, but on a real, I honestly thought I was going to die. I thought if I die, who's going to mother these children? Because honestly, I have never experienced a cold like that in my life. For 7 days, bordering on up to like 11 days, I was literally eating water. I was drinking water and chewing it. I was drinking just water. I couldn't even really stomach tea and easy peelers. So all that acid on top of water in an empty stomach of mine. That's all I could stomach, guys. Honestly. So I lost so much weight, to the point where I wasn't even noticeable. I'd step into the room, Lloyd would be like, Rhea, where are you? I'm like, darling, I'm here. Do you know what I mean? Because I was so skinny. But yeah, I lost a bit of weight. The weight's probably gone back on. So you guys probably didn't even see that side of me, you know? So, that's been it, guys, really. And then, so what date is it? I ain't got my watch on. Oh, bit of fat. Pull that top down. You just said you lost weight, but there's a bit of fat there. Anyway, so currently it's the 29th of January, and my birthday was on the 24th of January. I turned 30. And you know when people say 30 dirty? No. 30 clean. I'm not doing that dirty. I couldn't think of anything worse. My OCD could never, you know? So 30 clean 30, you know? And it was, what did we do? We went to a really nice hotel in where was it? Stratford. I'll put the name down below because it was a really, really nice hotel. Beautiful. Lloyd did very, very well. I love that man, I do. He did very, very well. Then we went to a restaurant. I'm actually not going to tell you what restaurant I went to because I actually need to put that in another video because, yeah, things like this have got to stop, you know? These fancy restaurants that are charging an arm and a leg for a basic sea bass. Sea bass that has to have salt added, you know? Not one nil pois herb, not one nil pois seasoning. It's fine. I just buy Rhea. But we're gonna come back to this, you know, and come back to that in another video because I've got a lot to say about these restaurants, you understand? And there'll be people in the comments saying, oh, maybe you should get your money up. Maybe you should actually go and brush your tongue and your teeth. But anyway, you know? So yeah, my birthday was nice. I did have that like feeling of like that birthday depression when you think like, have I achieved enough? But that's got to stop, you understand? Because once again, if nobody told me the day I was born, would I even care? This would just be another day. So of course, you look at the positive and you just keep it stepping. You understand? Because I'm already 30, there's nothing I can do now. The time's gone. All I can do is just work harder when I feel like it, when I feel motivated, because that's another thing. I feel like society makes you feel like you should be pushing through your hard times. No, not always, darling. Sometimes when you've got a hard moment, just sit and just process it. And then when you feel motivated and in a good place, then you can go and do X, Y, Z. Because I think when you're in a bad place, mentally you're in a bad place, you can't even think of getting out of it sometimes. And then having the pressure of like, oh my God, I'm such a bum, because I'm just sitting in it and wallowing in it. But sometimes you need to do that. And everybody has the moment where they think, okay, that's enough. But it's different for everybody. I could literally be like, I can't wallow in it for a day. Some people couldn't wallow in it and need to wallow in it for a week. So I really do think that you need to just go by how you feel and how you deal with things. Like, brother, there's no book for this life that we live. There's no book for anything. No book for motherhood. No book for losing weight. No book for being happy. All of these things. Do you understand? So yeah, so I had a really good birthday. Relaxing as it could be, because you know I still kids that got to do things. You understand? Got to still figure out what my kids are having for lunch when I leave them. You understand? So yeah, that was that. That was my birthday. Any other? So basically, I'm growing out my hair. This is why I've constantly got this on my head. I don't know if anybody follows me on Instagram. I mean, I hope at least one of you do. That would be nice. So I'm growing up my hair. So I bought like loads of products, you know, like Camille Rose, you know, and I've got like some Cream of Nature products that I'm going to try out and stuff like that, because I really want to grow out my hair so I can have a sexy pixie cut. And I feel like I want to just do it for the girls, you know, and I'm talking about these girls. I'm joking. Rhea, I want to just look different. Like, I'm tired of having that bold look. I don't know. I'm just bored of it. So, yeah, join me on this journey. I don't know why I'm saying that. Like, I'm going to share anything I'm doing. And at the end of the day, the hair under this is as dry as a pavement. So that's why I've bought new products, because I need to add moisture to my hair and to my heart, you know? So in my phone, I actually wrote like a mental health check-in, because I feel like it's really interesting to make sure like where you are mentally, because I think sometimes when I'm in a really bad space, I kind of just just focus on that time. And then when I come out of it, I don't deep that I'm out of it until I'm in a bad place again. Does that make sense? So I'm trying to always like check in with myself and figure out where I can take off a load of my life, where I can, you know, and asking for help and leaning on people around me and things like that. So mentally, at the moment, I'm all right, you know. I'm just here getting on with life, surviving, taking each day that comes. I'm trying to be... Why am I blinking so much? What's happening? Trying to be a patient, kind person in all aspects of my life. But I'm trying to not let me, like, when I'm overwhelmed, I'm trying not to let my kids see that I'm overwhelmed, because sometimes I will be overwhelmed and literally just want to throw my whole existence in the sky. But I'm trying to just calmly, even if my 3-year-old is doing something jarring, just being like, no, please don't do that. but really I want to be like, can you effing, do you know what I mean? Can you flipping stop? Like this morning, yeah? Imagine, this morning we all woke up late because we all were like gallivanting at a birthday party yesterday. Yeah? It was a 1-year-old's birthday party, so I don't know why I'm doing that. Anyway, so we all got home late and all them things there, so we all had a lie-in, yeah? And obviously, my youngest has been moving mad, yeah? Been waking up in the night, wanting to get into my bed. I'm so confused because I don't know how he knows that my bed's comfortable. Like, the kid's not usually in there. I'm confused. I'm just hoping that it's just a growth thing because I literally am going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to literally sleep on the balcony and he can sleep with his dad because I'm not doing this anymore. Just So, every morning I've been waking up in hysterics, just being so tired, not knowing if I can even see. Sometimes my vision is blurry because I'm just thinking, how am I going to get through this today? But, you know, by God's grace, I do every night, you know, every day to the night. So we woke up this morning and I literally was absolutely finished because in the morning, if you have Invisalign, whatever, you obviously sleep with the aligners. So in the morning, I have to get the aligners out of my mouth, soak them, and brush my teeth like fully properly, and like really take that moment to really orally sort this out. So I was trying to brush my teeth, and then like I could hear the kids waking up, and I was like, fine, that's whatever. I wanted to do the breakfast because I could literally do their breakfast with my eyes closed. Yeah, did the breakfast, came back upstairs. I'm trying to have a moment in the bathroom, like having a shower. My 3-year-old swings the door open. His brother comes running after him. They're laughing, looking in the toilet. My 3-year-old's looking in the toilet saying, what's that? What's that? What's that? And I'm like, because we're in the section now of his life where he asks us questions about everything, which is great, you know? This is what we wanted. Yeah, we wanted growth, milestones. The kid don't shut up. Bless him. Oh. What's that? What's that? I'm like, it's a gel for the toilet. What's gel? The gel in the toilet is to help it smell nice. Smell nice? Why? Because sometimes we do things in the toilet that don't smell very nice and we have to make it smell nice. Oh, I don't like to smell nice. I'm like, do you know what? Get out. Because I just want to wash my bum. Is that all right with you? You know? That's what I say to him. I'm like, I'm just showering. Is that all right? Because you're moving like it's not. Mummy, and then he was like to me, Mummy, be careful in there. Just want to wash my body. I just want to wash my body. So there's that, you know. So them two were both in there having questions. Like my youngest honestly, I don't know how old this kid is, but he got the foot stand. You know the stool. Pulled up the stool to stand on the stool to stand near the sink to turn the tap on, and him and the 3-year-old are giggling and laughing. And they're running up the water bill. And I'm hearing cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Because you guys don't know about cost of living. Instead of both of you to get a job. Instead of both of you to go get a job to help us pay for the bills, you're here running up the water and giggling. And obviously, when they play with the water, I was playing with my shower. Guys, yeah, it was a no from me this morning. So it's just been a lot of mornings like that where I'm just trying to take it in my stride, trying to laugh it through. But deep down, I want to just disappear. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, my life has been lifing, but we're here. Kids are alive. I'm alive. Boys alive. Everyone in my family is alive. We thank God. Everybody is in high health, high wealth, high spirits. You know, we're just keeping together like a trinity. So yeah, how are you guys? I mean, no one's gonna answer me, but that's all right. Also, did my nails for my birthday. Lloyd, zoom in and then focus it. Yeah, can you guys see? So at the tip we have a green tip. Couple of shiny lights. They're called Twinkle Twinkle's little star nails, and I did them for my birthday. And I go to Emmy Nails. I'm gonna tag her down below because she's a freaking goat. Her, she's absolutely amazing. If you saw my nails before I went to her, this is also a biab, so it's my real nails. And honestly, because I've got Invisalign, man can't even bite her nails. I mean, I wasn't anyway, but if anxiety wanted to. I can't do it. So this is all biab, guys. These are my real nails. Losing my mind. Yeah, also, just been hating social media. Just been really trying to live my life in reality rather than thinking to put everything on socials. And just taking pictures on my phone for memories rather than thinking to upload it or show people where I am. Like, I'm just really not feeling Insta. I want to dip off the whole app, if I'm honest with you, but it is what it is. Do you know? Do you know what I mean? I feel like I scroll down my feed and don't see anybody. Like, I don't feel like anybody's really posting. I feel like a lot of people probably feel the same. Twitter actually deleted my account because they said that I was attacking an old lady on there, which is I'm joking. Twitter, I deactivated my Twitter because it's the most toxic app I've ever seen in my entire life. And I just hate going on there and just seeing, like, black people dying, like videos of like people just doing inappropriate things, like people like just toxic, very, very bad for my mental health, very, very bad for trauma, for triggering. It's just not it. Some people can go on there and it's fine. Me, I'm not one of those people, and it's great to know that. You know what I mean? So I deactivated it a long time ago, and obviously the 30-day mark has cut off and they've deleted my Twitter. So, you know, in with the old, out with the old, and with the new. I don't know what the new is. Maybe it's TikTok, but I'm just wasn't feeling it. And I've actually lost 15k followers, and I don't know if I care, you know, because it's just like, what is that? What is that? Was that 15k in my account? No, brethren. No, darling, no. So it really doesn't mean anything but like that. And I remember Lloyd saying to me, like, Rhea, you should reactivate it because you're going to lose your followers. And I used to be like, all right. Another thing that Lloyd's getting on to me about, he was right. So I'll give him that. He can have it. He can have that one. So yeah, don't have Twitter, but I just hate Instagram. I love TikTok, but I just finding time to create content for TikTok is another thing I'm trying to juggle because I can't find the time sometimes to even breathe. So yeah, I've got loads of ideas. Like, I have literally about 1,500 bullet points in the notes to do content. So I'm literally going to get onto it. I don't know when, but hopefully you'll see some stuff on my TikTok, because I do love a TikTok, me. My love language is putting the kids to bed and then scrolling on TikTok and giggling all night, then complaining that I go to bed too late the next day and just wondering why I didn't use that time to actually rest. The same rest that I've been complaining about since I was pregnant the first time. So I need to actually just really, really get onto it about resting. But I love TikTok, me. I don't know why I keep saying me. But yeah, so yeah, so I'm just hating Instagram, like I said. I'm trying to make a comeback onto YouTube. We'll see if that is a thing as well. Hopefully I'll put some YouTube content on TikTok. I think that'll be cool, you know? Trying to get back into my rants, trying to get back into all of that. It's just a lot to find time to film, to have the motivation to film. Because sometimes I have the time to film, but I'm just not motivated. And I don't want this to be a chore, you understand? Because content is supposed to be raw and fun and just energetic. But if I'm acting, it's not the real me, is it? If I'm depressed, I'm down, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed, then I'm coming on here like, hey guys, it's fake. And I don't like when people do that. I don't like when people do it. I don't like when people pretend to be something that they're not. I hate when mothers are overwhelmed or whatever and not, like, they don't sit in their own head, they don't sit in he, me, he. They don't sit in the authenticness of motherhood and the fact that this is hard, and we're allowed to say it's hard without taking anything from our kids or the love that we have for them. Do you understand what I'm saying? I just bit my lip with my teeth. This isn't fun most of the time, but it is what it is. We've got to do what we've got to do. Do you understand? But it's okay to say it's hard. Jeez Louise, if you had a job that you hated, you'd be happy to voice that. If you had a boyfriend that was just toxic, you'd voice that to your friends. But when it comes to being a mother, it's like, oh, you know, it's as if you complain, like, not complaining, but it's as if you talking the truth about your kids or the fact that about motherhood or whatever the case is that you want to talk about is taken away from the love that you have for them. Brethren, if I didn't love my kids, do you think I'd be here dealing with the fact that he's had 1,500 tantrums in 20 minutes? Come on, get it together. So yeah, I don't know how long I've been filming for, but literally, I just wanted to come and just have a quick check-in with you guys and just say thank you, God bless you for coming back every single time. And I have messages of people saying that they're still listening to my old content, and I think to myself, what a wonderful, well, I think to myself, that's incredible. Like, the fact that you're still checking in, watching my content, I love it. So God bless you guys every single time. And we're saying God bless. I'm not saying like crystal babies and vibrations to you guys. Hell no. And energy, piss off. God bless you every single time. So yeah, I've got a lot of like ideas at the moment. I want to do lots more mum content. I want to do more rants. I want to do everything. So please join me on this journey of the escapades. But yeah, love you guys so much. I'm going to put my PayPal down below if you want to send me a gift. I'm joking. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Bye.